Okay, this is the Mercury Show with your host Mercury, and we have a special guest entrance being Magnus Carlson right here. Okay, play D4, right, Magnus? Yeah, so like a brick. Okay, plays
Your
D5.
opponent's move, perfectly average, predictable even.
Yeah, and we're gonna go bishop f4.
Nice. You're straight into it, putting your bishop to work, huh? Let's see what's cooking.
So, anyways, yeah, we just wanted to do this and keep an eye on this pawn because then we want to go knight c3, attack this pawn while also being able to go for this little knight fork, and then boom, hit the queen and rook, and then win the game easily.
Developing the knight, huh? Solid, standard mainline stuff.
Yeah, main line, right, Magnus? Okay, so now we wanted to go knight c3, and then the losing option, because most people play this, is just knight c6, and we wanted to go for this fork. If he tried to defend with pawn e5, we take, kick this knight away, sack the queen, takes, and then we do this royal family fork, and we get all the glory and win this game. All right.
Developing the knight and attacking the center, standard procedure.
Yeah. Right, Magnus. Okay, next one. A6.
Textbook play so far. Standard opening, can't complain.
Yeah, and then the a6 move was just to stop me from going for this knight attack. Good on him, at least. And then he can finally play this.
That clears the way for your bishop's development.
Yeah, we want to keep this center locked, jump in with our knight to here, and then the moment he plays this, we take back, kick his knight out to any one of these squares, and then just if he moves on any one of this diagonal, we take, and then if he moves it here, he just straight on develops. If he moves it here, he's losing badly. So, anyways,
Bringing out the bishop to control the center. All right, all right.
I'm pretty sure he wanted to go for his own little knight fork, trying to punish me for mine. So now we go.
Developing the knight and attacking the center. Good stuff.
Yep, right, Magnus. We mainly just want to go for this little attack. So now, see what he plays.
Oh, your opponent is attacking the center with their knight. Standard stuff.
Yeah.
You're offering an exchange? Let's see if your opponent bites. They are threatening to win material through a fork. This shuts down their attempt to win material through a fork.
Yep. Because if we just let
They are threatening to win material through a fork.
yeah, okay. So if we played this, they would have went.
This permits your opponent to win material through a fork.
Yeah, and then they'd win through
That fork is looking tasty. Black is about to feast on some material.
Yeah. So just don't.
They are threatening to win material through a fork.
So even
This
if-
shuts down their attempt to win material through a fork.
Okay, Magnus. So anyways, even if they go for this attack, it doesn't matter because then they're gonna eventually lose. Because even if you move your king, it's okay. But you don't even have to move your king because a bishop and knight pair is always better than a rook. So even if you trade off the rook, it's okay, and you're still doing better in development because now they only have one minor piece active on the board, and all their pieces are just sitting on the back rank, while yours calmly developed pawn out, bishop out, and then this is out. This is also out. You're attacking. You're just going for so many things, and he has to try and develop. So, taking would be unwise.
Your opponent's preparing to bring their bishop into the game. Let's see how that goes.
Is preparing to move it here. Also guard this knight because he doesn't want it to be kicked out and just destroyed. Anyways,
That kicked bishop has to move. Good job winning some space.
yep. You wanna, and this is a common idea in the Jobava London. You just want to have this little dog fight on the king side and just absolutely terrorize it. So you can't take because then you take back and then yeah it takes his back and you bring out the queen. He just gets destroyed on that side.
They moved their bishop to safety. Well, not exciting, but important.
This is shitty because even if he attacks this, just simple move f3 wins the game.
Protecting your rook is key. That blocks the attack.
And now he has literally no to go to except crying in the corner. And then we just push h and then h4 I mean and then h5 and then we make sure we have to take this, or we can honestly just attack the knight, make it undeveloped to here or something like that. And yeah, we're good.
Your opponent moved the bishop out of danger. May, good for them. Excellent move. You found the best option.
Nice.
Solid move, but not the best.
Okay, yeah, I think he just wanted a hidey hole for his bishop and his also his knight. So anyways,
Good, you kicked that black knight right out of there. They moved their knight to safety. Well, not exciting, but important.
we just traded off.
You are forcing your opponent to create a backward pawn.
Yeah, and that makes a backward pawn.
They just recaptured. Simple stuff. Let's see what happens next.
And then yeah, their pawns are doubled up, and it's not too good for their structure. Well, our structure is really good. Everything really defends each other, and yeah, it's really nice.
Developing the bishop. Gotta get those pieces off their starting squares.
Yeah, exactly. And we also attack this, which is also pretty good for long term.
A fair trade. Your opponent is offering equal pieces. Let's see what happens.
I do not want to do this trade and I just want to simply reroute my knight because my knight is kind of useless here. Because what is it really doing here? Nothing. So let's just reroute it here and let's get it traded off. Our bishop.
Excellent move. Just like what I would have played.
Thank you, Magnus.
Solid move.
This loses by the way because now we have rook a1 and then we kick this knight out of here, and then after that we kick it again. Goes back to its starting square, and then we can take the pawn. That's what I saw in the game.
Free pawn alert if you make the right moves. Keep your eyes peeled for that tactical opportunity. Putting their knight on a safer square? I guess so. Nothing too exciting there, mate. Finally, some action. Make that knight move away. They moved their knight to safety. Well, not exciting, but important. Free pawn, the best kind.
I know, right?
A new piece from your opponent. Let's see if it makes a difference.
And this move just loses because now we can take the pawn. Okay, and then even if he takes this pawn, we take back, and then afterwards he has to take, and then we are just gonna just attack too many things. And honestly, we can win by going here too, and then taking this, forking him, taking this, and then just winning the rook. There are some other tactics, but yeah, I'm not gonna graze over those. This is just a short analysis, anyways, from me. Magnus is the real king, so let's see his analysis.
That's how you handle a tough spot. Well played. An equal trade? Okay. Queenside castling. I see they're trying to be active. Let's see if it works out. You prevented your opponent from being able to snag the pawn with a tactic.
Let's just see the tactic. Yeah, and then now we have ideas with like what? Let me try and explain this. I mean, we have this idea, then boom, boom. No, 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 not there, not there. I meant here. Check, and then yeah, you're pretty much good. Alright, what move are we on?
You prevented your opponent from a straightforward developing the queen into the game. That's how it's done.
Yep, so we just want to go for check. And if you move this king here, mate. So
Activating the last piece. Your opponent's bringing all their forces into play. Gotta watch out, mate. Excellent move. That's king steps away from. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. They undoubled their pawns. Well, good for them. Free lunch. A fork that'll win you. They're gaining control of more. I guess that was the only move they had. Well, that's a pass pawn. Keep an eye on that one. King steps away from the excellent move. Their king stepped out of the check of your queen. Standard king stuff, eh?
okay, and let me just graze over all these moves real quick.
Gaining they undoubled. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate.
Okay, Magnus, stop talking for a little bit. Okay, so now when he takes, the idea was that we just scope this guy. We can also take the pawn, or, well, since he's gonna move here, no, we can check. Okay, he's gonna go back. We take, and then after he moves back, we check again, and then we just keep on doing these sequences until we find a pattern that works. Just all about pattern recognition. Okay, Scap. Yeah, and as I said, this is what we did.
That's a pass. King steps away from the check by your queen. I guess that's one way to deal with it. Excellent move. That's the one. Their king stepped out of the excellent move. You found the best option. King steps away from the check by your queen. I guess that's one way to deal with it. Connected rooks? That's how you team up for success. You get a chance to win a queen through an eventual pin. You can follow up with a pin of their queen to win material. Now you're speaking my language. You get a chance to win a queen through an eventual fork. Not bad, but not great either. Their king step pin to win. Classic strategy. King steps away from the check by your queen. I guess that's one way to deal with it.
I was looking at this option honestly, but it didn't look too strong. Like in comparison of rook h1 to b e1, because yeah, this is just a standard pin, and then bring in this rook too and shit like that, and then you just win.
You can win material with that pin to the king. Not bad. That's cheeky. You're threatening to force eventual checkmate.
I know, Magnus. I know.
You are now able to force eventual checkmate.
Yeah.
A forced checkmate is available. Can you find it? Okay, steady now. Checkmate is still on track. You are now able to checkmate the king.
And then I found it instantly. Boom.
Yes, checkmate.
Too easy.